Hey, I'm Sandy Rask. Looks like I'm live. I'm just gonna hang out just 1 second. You know how this goes. There's a little bit of a spin of the dial, and then we know that we've gone fully live. Oh my gosh, it looks like I'm going live. This is great. Hey, I'm Sandy Rask. This is the Food 2.5 program, and I'm so thrilled to be here with you tonight. Tonight is Greek nachos. We're gonna kind of turn nachos on its head. And so I'd love to, while we're kind of, getting this started, I'd love to have you, if you haven't already, like our page, love our page, follow our page. Hey, Ying, how are you? Hi, John Clark, how are you doing? And if you like what you're seeing, I would love for you guys to leave me some positive reviews out there. Hate to be the one always begging for things, but I'd love to cook for you, and if you like it, let me know, okay? All right, so tonight is Greek nachos. To me, the whole idea of nachos is a little bit wacky and really hard for somebody who's on a diet. I like them, but I find that they're too heavy on cheese and they're too heavy on chips, and there's not enough of the meat or anything in between. So when I make nachos now, what I do is I'll take a shallow baking dish and I'll layer up, because I'm all about the layers. I'll layer up the flavors and I'll put the chips around the outside of it, so we can all make make smarter decisions and get more of the stuff that we want. And our chips are then always crispy. Tonight, I'm so excited. I've taken it 2 steps further. Tonight, instead of Latin flavors, I decided to do some Greek. And why did I do that? Because, excuse me, when I did my grocery shopping online, they had beautiful, excuse me, I've got harissa spice going in the background. They had beautiful New Zealand ground lamb on sale. So I couldn't help myself. I got a pound of this beautiful ground lamb. So that's gonna be our middle layer. So to me, nachos generally start with refried beans underneath, some kind of flavored meat in the middle, usually beef, but sometimes chicken. And then they top it with a whole bunch of cheese, and they put some guacamole and some salsa on the side. So when we flipped over to lamb, felt like we had to do Greek, we changed the refried beans to a beautiful lemon hummus, the beef to cooked ground lamb, and then we're gonna make the equivalent of like a tzatziki to go, or not a tzatziki, excuse me, a Shirazi salad to go on top. A chunky tomato, cucumber with the most beautiful feta cheese that I've ever seen pulled together. So starting in the background, because this is the only cooking, this is really an assembly kind of recipe. This is my perfect midweek kind of recipe. Cooking in the background is 1 Bermuda onion in a tiny bit of olive oil. You know how this all starts. I started that because I want to bloom the spices. I was supposed to put garlic and oregano and salt and pepper into that. I found that I was out of oregano. It's the way it always works. I want to do Greek and my oregano was all gone. So I've used this before, I pulled out harissa. So I've crossed borders a little bit. This is a Moroccan spice, but I felt like the profile of it should work really well with the lamb and all the rest of the flavors. So I've cooked the Bermuda onion in that olive oil with about 2 cloves of garlic. And yeah, this is Greek, so I went all the way and I chopped up my own cloves. No tube garlic tonight. Salt, pepper, a whole bunch of harissa spice, and now it's ready to put the meat in it. And so it's going to start absorbing those flavors. So in goes. No ceremony to this. The pan is hot, it's medium heat, and we just want to cook that lamb through. I'm just gonna let that go, washing my hands, because I can't touch raw meat. Let me just break it up a little bit. Do that just a little bit. Good. There we go. And then that's gonna just cook and get down. There we go. All right. So then, what's next? Let me pull the platter so you can all see. All right, so this is my nacho platter. So no chips tonight, no pitas, No crackers because this is midweek and we want to make sure we get enough veggies in. So what I did, this is so pretty and I'm going to show you how to cut it. A jicama that I cut into these cute little triangles. I'll at least fake it out for one bite till I figure out what it is. And then those beautiful baby bell peppers of all different colors. So I've got those surrounding the plate. So everything else is going to go in the center here. I'm super excited. So the jicama, that's what it looks like raw. When you get it from the grocery store, if you just buy it untouched, it comes out of the ground like this. It's not hard to cut. This is about I don't know. It's harder than cutting an onion a bit, but it's not as fussy. So what I end up doing is just slicing down the sides, and I make it kind of squared off. You can kind of see, like I did all of these from this, and what I did was I just cut down until I had like nice flat edges that I could cut, and then I cut beautiful steaks out of it. So what I ended up doing, I'm just going to show you a tiny bit of the knife work. Here, we'll move over here so you can see it. So I got that. You can see how thick I cut it. I cut it a little thick so it was meaty enough to hold on to the to all the filling. That's going to be done in a moment. And then you can see I could just took and I did cute little triangles. And you can, oops, here, let's come down here where you can see. And so you've got perfect little, these are little chips. This one's actually a little thick. I could probably cut down the center of this one and make that into two. So those are our chips. I'm so excited. So that's jicama, and we're gonna want to use a bunch of those. These little bell peppers, these I don't have any of them out, but I've used these before. The only thing you do with these is you cut the top off and then cut down the center, and it actually makes two. So you've got this. It makes two little, and they're perfect scoops. So I am feeling very good about this. While the meat's cooking, midweek cooking, I bought hummus. I bought it at Whole Foods. This one happens to be lemon hummus. I was going to do lemon anyways. If this wasn't already lemon hummus, I would take one of these lemons and the microplaner, and I would grate some lemon zest right into this. But this has already got lemon in it, and it's a nice flavor. So we're just going to put that at the bottom because that's going to be our bottom layer. You guys are going, what the heck? She's really crazy. All right, while I'm doing this, let's see who's on. Hey, Christina, so nice to see you. Hi, Carla, so nice to see you. Rhonda, welcome back. Shannon, hey, so good to see you. Oh my gosh, I know that is such a big. And I got two of them. I got two of those big, jicamas. I'm going to be eating a lot of jicama. There's going to be a lot of fiber in my life this week. You'll see it again. All right, look at that. Okay, layer one, done. Okay, we're seriously less than 10 minutes from being at the table. Crazy. All right, let's make sure that doesn't get cooked at all. Now, once this is all the way cooked through, we're gonna add, I've got fresh parsley, fresh mint, and lemon zest, which are really, they're all things that are found in a lot of Greek cooking. So even though we kind of diverged a little bit using that harissa spice, it's going to be okay. We're going to pull it back together into a beautiful Greek feast. Okay. That's good. Just a little bit more to do. Then the topping. So this would be the salsa, okay? So what I've got here is a couple Roma tomatoes. Look at these. These look like Roma tomatoes on steroids. So I did two of those. Some Persian cucumbers. I love these. I have to show you this. Look at that up close. So if you haven't had these little Persian cucumbers before, their skins are much thinner, and I actually think they taste better. And the seeds are really small. A lot of pickles are made from these Persian cucumbers. I really like that. I like them better than the standard American cucumber. I like them actually better than the English hothouse cucumbers too. So I put that in. I had some scallions from our meal on Tuesday night, and that's it in there so far. Then of course I got to put garlic. So I've got another, oh I don't know, it was a big clove, so it was probably the equivalent of a clove and a half. That was a big boy. I've got some more of the parsley, so I'm going to put some of that in there because this wouldn't be right without a bunch of parsley in it. And I've got fresh mint leaves. So what I did was I bought mint like this. You can see some of it's already turned. It's a little oxidized, but it's still fine. And I just pulled leaves off of it. I've got about, I don't know, 5 or 6 leaves that I've got flattened and stacked up. I put about, well, I don't know, 8 or 10 leaves in that. And then what I do, we're going to do what's technically called a chiffonade. Such beautiful culinary terms. We're going to roll this up like a cigar. Okay, let me get to the board where you can see. Then we take our knife and we take our cigar this way and we cut across into really nice little thin slices. Okay, let me pull that up and I'll show you. Look at this, look at how pretty that is. And I can only tell you how good that mint smells. This kitchen is fragrant right now. All right, so I'm going to put some mint in there. Then if you've never seen this, microplaner, perfect, absolutely perfect for lemon zest. A lot of people do their ginger root on this. Works fine for that too. I kind of like the little ginger trays that a lot of us have gotten, but this one will work too. So I'm just gonna. The only key to this is, and some people do it this way, other people run it across that way. I like it dropping into the bowl, but do it the way you like to do it. I like it this way because all the oils drop into the bowl too. The only thing you have to be careful of is the white is bitter, so you want to make sure you stop long before you get to the pit, or that white part of the peel. All right, so there's that. And then I just scrape all the little extras out of there. Oh my gosh. Between the mint and the lemon that I just did and the garlic that's already in there. This kitchen smells crazy. All right, so now, let me just bring a piece of this up so you can see what this looks like. I haven't even done anything with this other than brown it. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just see. You see how this tastes. Guys, that harissa is working because inside the harissa is dried mint. So it's garlic and it's got some chili and it's got smoked paprika and it's got that beautiful mint finish at the end. So it's going to be just perfect. So then we can turn the heat off because that's all the way cooked. Then I'm going to take lemon zest, parsley, and fresh mint, and I'm just putting that right in. And we're going to stir it. Oh, and we just want to take the rawness off of that parsley, just a little bit. But look at that color. Can you guys all see that color? Oh my gosh, wait. I'm going to pick up this pan because you have got to see. You've got to see what this looks like. Whoa, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. All right. This is so close. All right, so that's going to sit for just a second. Let me stir this. So remember, in this I've got tomato, I've got cucumber, I've got scallions. If you didn't have scallions, you could do shallots would be really good. More of that Bermuda onion would be good. I personally like my Bermuda, Spanish, purple onion, whatever you want to call it. I like it cooked better than I like it raw. So in something like this, I prefer a scallion or a green onion, but you do you. All right, let me put lemon in this. We're going to put lemon and a little bit of olive oil just to kind of pull this all together. And then that beautiful cheese, and we'll talk about that in just one second. Let me put a little more a little more lemon in here. This is so fresh. Oh, it'd be so good. All right, salt and pepper, olive oil. This doesn't take much. This literally just takes just enough to pull it together. And a little bit of salt. And equal amount of pepper. Have I forgotten anything? No. That's good. I've got mint in there. Oh, look at this. Look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just taste, make sure I got the seasoning right. It's perfect. All right, and the last thing we have to talk about is feta cheese. So to me, the last sort of thing that's in my mind wrong, you may not think so, but what I think is wrong with nachos is that they cover the whole thing in massive amounts of mediocre cheese that doesn't give you a lot of flavor. What I love about feta is two things. First, I love how much flavor it puts into a dish. It has that saltiness and that really just kind of tartness to it that a melted cheddar can't even come close to. But the other thing that I love about it is that it's actually, there are three things I love, I'll be honest. But the number two is that it doesn't have a tremendous amount of fat. Like, this is a very, very lean cheese. So from a caloric and a fat content standpoint, this is one of the best cheeses you can put into your diet. Now, I have found one, you know I don't do much dairy. This one is a combination of goat's milk and sheep's milk, and it is, here, I'm gonna put it up close so you can see it, and it's aged. And I'm so excited to try this, I can't even tell you. This has been sitting in my fridge since Tuesday, and I've been wanting to open it and just try it. So we're gonna do that. So if it sucks, you guys will know first. New things we always try before we put them into a dish, right? Because we don't want to ruin the dish. Oh, look at this. Hang on. Let me get some paper towels, because the one thing that really good cheese is they do kind of float it in liquid. Oh, that's just, oh my God, you guys. This is so beautiful. Let me cut some of this. This has such a beautiful tang to it. Look at that cheese. Look at that. That is spectacular. That is spectacular. All right, let me just cut this up into cubes. Let's just move some things, because I'm gonna put this over here so you can see. I'm not gonna do anything other than just cube it up so that I can put it over the top. Holy cow. You know, feta cheese, when you buy like regular grocery store feta cheese, it kind of has almost a dry and a too salty flavor to me. This has a tang that your grocery store feta cheese doesn't even come close to. You guys gotta, I'll put the brand up there and everything so that you can, if you can source it, this is the bomb. This is worthy of some calories. Oh God, how gorgeous is that? Okay, so now we're assembling dinner. Can you guys believe how fast this came together? All right, let me take a look before I go on. Ooh, so sweet. Yeah, I know you want it, Shannon. You definitely want this one. Salt and pepper, you're so cute, Yang. I am a little like Sesame Street. Okay, let's put this here. Okay, so remember, I've got the hummus on the bottom. Easy. I'm gonna put just a little bit, because I have it here, of the parsley over it, because I can, right? So a little fresh parsley, so when you dig into it, you get a little of that. Okay, let's get a spoon. Now the beautiful thing here is that I haven't heated this up. I don't want to heat the hummus up too much, because I don't want to melt it. But the heat from this meat is gonna just heat the whole dish. And my family knows, the rule is nachos waits for nobody. So when we make nachos, I put the call out and they know they have to come right away, or chance missing it. I've made a lot of nachos. Have you ever made them Greek like this? This is a first on this one. All right, so I'm gonna fill this dish like this and then leave this for another beautiful dinner because I don't need more than that in there. Then we're gonna layer some of the beautiful Shirazi over the top of it. Oh, how pretty is that? Oh. Look at this. I would serve this to company. This is so pretty. And look at how easily this came together. All right, then the last thing is the beautiful chunks of cheese. We're just gonna put them in over the top. Look at, I made nice big chunks. I'm like, you know what? We're not gonna be shy about this. We're just gonna dig in and we're gonna get some really, really good quality cheese while we do it. All right, there we go. So let me show you. I'm going to hold this part up. Look at this. Oh, don't you just want to bite? Don't you just want to bite? All right, and I'm going to take one of my pretty, look at these. Look at my triangles. How cool is that? I felt a little like an elementary school teacher this afternoon. Okay, I got to put a little piece of cheese on top and I'm going to take a nice big bite. Mmm. I have to finish. Oh my God, that is so good. You can taste all the way down to the hummus. You can taste the freshness of the lemon and the parsley. That lamb is so rich in the middle there. You don't need a lot of it. And you got the harissa spices and the onions kind of working on that middle layer. And then you hit the fresh at the top. And then the saltiness of that cheese. Oh my God, you guys. All right. Nobody waits for nachos, or nachos waits for nobody in this house. So I'm going to sign off, but this is Food 2.5 program. I'm Sandy Rask, and I hope you totally enjoy this, and I hope you go and make yourself some nachos. And we'll come back again and do nachos another night. Now, I can totally see this going to an Indian dish. I can see it going to an Asian dish. We've got many things we're going to do with nachos. So you guys all have a great night. It's been a pleasure cooking with you.